Hello guys, welcome back to our channel True Crime Tales. Join us as we take a look at how events unfolded in various crimes around the world. Our focus is on the details, evidence, theories, victims, investigations and mystery found in these crimes. If you wish to see more of our videos, please remember to subscribe, ring the notification bell, and you can also give a thumbs up to this video. In today's episode, we cover the story of Giselle Pelicot, who experienced trauma after realizing how her husband of 50 years used her to please himself and 80 more men without her knowledge. For almost a decade, her husband paid a lot of men to have intercourse with her. Then he would record the whole ordeal. Giselle wasn't aware of all this because each time it happened, the husband would have drugged her. Her case caused a lot of concern in all of France and the world at large. The revelations of her husband's gruesome actions began to unravel in November 2020 when Dominique was caught red-handed by a supermarket security guard in southeastern France. Dominique was sneaking behind women wearing skirts or dresses and secretly filming them underneath what they were wearing. His uncouth behavior called the attention of the police, hence their decision to investigate him further. They took into possession his computer and other electronic devices. They went through his suspicious files and folders. There was this one folder labeled Abuses on one of Dominique's USB drives that left the investigators shocked beyond belief. The folder contained over 2,000 videos and photos of horrific abuse over the past decade, most of them labeled and dated. It was unbelievable, as the victim of those crimes was none other than his wife, Giselle, and the leader of the perpetrators of the crimes being Dominique himself. He filmed the different men, over 70 men, sexually abusing his wife. Each video had a different man, but three things were always the same: the victim, who was his wife Giselle, the bedroom, and the fact that the wife was always unconscious, meaning she had no idea of what took place. After the police found out the videos and photos, they presented them to Giselle, and she was also in great shock to find out that the man she thought was her better half would betray her to such an extent. It was also devastating that she had no memory of what took place, with her being the main character of the script. The videos indicated that she had been sexually assaulted over 200 times by different men. The matter was taken to court. Giselle was at liberty to have her case dealt with anonymously, but she chose to go public so as to protect the other women who may be facing the same cruelty. Dominique pleaded guilty to the crimes and told police that he drugged his wife with sleeping pills and anti-anxiety tablets to make her wear clothes and do things that she would never have done if she 100% conscious and awake. The pills and anxiety tablets will be mixed in her meals and drinks. He also gave her the Temesta regulatory sedative drug. He received nothing from the men he invited over to assault his wife apart from the pleasure of watching live how the men assaulted the wife. When Dominique was asked why he filmed them and saved them digitally, he said that it was partly for pleasure and partly for insurance, so that at some point, if need be, all those who participated would be found. Giselle was devastated that she divorced him immediately she found out the horror the husband took her through. She also renounced the surname Pelicot and only used it in court trials. The pain she felt made her address Dominique as a Mr. Pellicot, as she could not afford to call him husband. She also wondered how those men would go ahead and do the act, knowing too well that the woman to do it with was unconsciously lying in bed. People who knew the couple were also shocked, as they had imagined the two to be a perfect couple that had 3 amazing adult children and 7 grandchildren. Nothing had been suspicious about Dominique in their eyes. The men that Dominique brought to indulge in the heinous act were got from an online chat room, and the main topic of discussion in their chats was having sex with their partners without the consent of their partners. This was between 2011 to 2020. Dominique selected those who saw fit and then instructed them before allowing them to act. This was to make sure none of them was caught. Number one, they were not allowed to smoke cigarette or wear perfume, as that would have alerted the unconscious wife. Secondly, they were to leave immediately if at all the wife showed any movement. It seemed like Dominique didn't care about the side effects of the drug he was using on his wife. Unfortunately for Giselle, she started having the side effects, which included panic attacks, anxiety, especially fearing that she will miss the train to visit her kids, weight loss, negative change in her memory and concentration, hair loss, and confusion. The symptoms had made Giselle to think that she had Alzheimer's disease or some other mental disease, not knowing that her husband was the cause of all those worries and problems because of his own selfish desires. Aside from that, she also suffered gynecological issues and got infected with various STDs. Those who assaulted her were between the ages of 26 and 74 in the professions of firefighters, soldiers, gardeners, nurses, engineers, and many others. Some were still working, others volunteering, and others had already retired. Some of them had the nerve to accuse her that she may have just acted unconscious when they were with her. They say they didn't know she was unaware of the act. Unfortunately, some had partners, meaning the STDs had been transferred over and over. Out of the 80 men in the videos, only 50 had been apprehended during the investigation time. All the faces were familiar to Giselle apart from only one who had once visited them to discuss some stuff with Dominique. Dominique's wife was so traumatized from the day she was first shown the videos and photos by the investigating officers. She could not even watch them all. Luckily for her, her 3 children were her biggest strength and pillar during her agony to come to terms with betrayal of her husband. The public trial began on September 2nd, 2024. The ex-husband had acquired around 450 sleeping pills annually in order to execute his selfish and unthinkable acts. The other charges against Dominique is stabbing a 23-year-old estate agent in 1991, attacking a 19-year-old estate agent in 1999. More so, it was shock among the people, realizing that his ex-wife wasn't the only victim in his family, but his daughter Caroline too. He had naked pictures of his daughter saved in his computer. Despite having hurt his family so much, he didn't appear to be remorseful during the court trials. Dominique was diagnosed with a split personality disorder. In public, he appeared to be a loving family man. However, in private, he didn't regard fellow humans as humans, but objects to be used. He was also associated with voyeurism, that is, a situation whereby one gets pleasure through seeing others perform sex activities. It was also revealed that he was sexually abused by a nurse at the age of 9, which may have contributed to his split personality. As the case continued, one of the members in the same chat group as Dominique, Jean-Pierre, was also accused of the same crime. He had enlisted Dominique as one of the people to act out on his wives after giving Jean the anti-anxiety sedative. Due to health issues, his trial on 10 September was pushed to 16 September 2024. There was another trial on 17 September 2024 where Dominique admitted to his crime against the ex-wife. He called himself a rapist, just like the other men, and put it straight that all those who were involved knew that Giselle was unconscious. He cited that his behavior was as a result of his sexual abuse when he was still young. He said that he loved his wife deeply, but he also ruined her life. He admitted that the abuse had become addictive for him. However, he denied taking pictures of his daughter in her underwear while sleeping. It also came to the attention of the court that he had also installed secret cameras in the bathrooms of his two daughter-in-laws. The case is still ongoing. Thank you so much for watching. We will be bringing you an update as more continues to unfold in this case. Remember to subscribe and ring the bell. I'll be seeing you in the next video.